She texted from the plane that she upgraded to first class using my card. I canceled her return ticket and blocked her. She got stranded in a foreign country with no money. So this happened a couple months ago, and I'm still processing it, but mostly I'm just glad she's gone. I'm 37, was dating Rachel for 8 months, she's 29, met her at a friend's barbecue. She was fun at first, outgoing, social, always knew where the good restaurants were. Red flag I missed, she always knew where the expensive restaurants were, and always had reasons why I should pay. Early on, I paid for dates, normal stuff, dinner, movies, drinks. But I noticed a pattern after month 2. She never reached for her wallet. Not once. I tested it one night. Check came. Sat there. She sat there. Smiled at me. Picked up her phone. I paid. Started bothering me. Month 3, I brought it up. Hey, can we split things sometimes? She got quiet. Then I make way less than you. You have a real career. I manage a warehouse distribution center. Good money, not rich. She did social media consulting, whatever that means. Never saw her actually work. But fine, I made more. Doesn't mean I'm an ATM. I suggested cheaper dates. She pouted, said I was being cheap. First time she said that word. Cheap. Hate that word. It's manipulation. Makes you prove you're not cheap by spending money. I spent the money. Idiot move. Thing is, her version of cheap was insane. I'd suggest a nice local Italian place, $20 entrees, good food. She'd counter with some place downtown, $50 plates, small portions. Why? Ambiance. Translation. Instagram background. Every dinner was a photo shoot. She'd make me wait to eat while she got the right angle. The food would get cold. I'd sit there watching her edit photos of meals I paid for. Then she'd take 3 bites and say she was full. Waste of money. Waste of time. Movies were the same. I'd suggest a regular theater. She'd want the luxury cinema, the one with recliners and full restaurant service. $35 a ticket, plus she'd order drinks, appetizers, dessert. A movie would run me $150 easy, and she'd talk through the whole thing anyway. Missed the entire point of going. Month 4, her car needed maintenance, oil change, brake pads. Shop quoted her $600. She called me crying, I can't afford this. My credit cards are maxed. I need my car for work, can you help? I helped, paid the $600. She promised to pay me back, never did. 2 weeks later she had new designer sunglasses, $300 pair. I saw the Instagram post. Treated myself, she wrote. Yeah, because I paid your car bill. Month 5, things escalated. Her birthday. She wanted to go to this resort upstate, spa, fancy dinners, the whole thing. Cost me $2,000 for the weekend. She posted everything on Instagram, my gift, my treats, my money, her content. I felt used but told myself I was being paranoid. Week after her birthday, my buddy Jake got married. I brought Rachel. She complained about the venue, not upscale enough. Complained about the food, complained about the open bar only having mid-shelf liquor. Embarrassed me in front of my friends. I should have ended it there. Month 6, she started hinting about a trip. Wouldn't it be amazing to go to Barcelona? Paris? Rome? I love Europe. Don't you? I did study abroad once. Every hint came with puppy dog eyes and a hand on my arm. I'm not stupid. I knew what she wanted. Me to fund her European vacation. I said maybe next year. She got cold. Stopped texting as much. Stopped coming over. Obvious play. Withholding attention until I gave her what she wanted. Childish. But here's the thing. It was working. I missed her. Hated that I missed her. She came back around after a week. All smiles. Affectionate again. I knew I'd been played but couldn't prove it. Month 7, she brought up Barcelona again. We should go. It'll be so good for us. Couples trip. Reconnect. Romance. She'd done research. Found a great hotel. Sent me the link. €400 a night. For 5 nights. Plus flights. Plus food. Plus everything else. Looking at 5,000 easy. I hesitated. She cried. Real tears. Said she felt like I didn't value her. Didn't value us. All her friends' boyfriends took them on trips. Why wouldn't I? What did that say about how I felt? I caved. Booked the trip. Flights. Hotel. Everything. She was ecstatic. Best girlfriend ever for 3 days. Then back to normal. Should have seen it. Week before the trip, month 8 now, we had a fight. Small thing. She wanted to add an extra day to Barcelona. I said no, I couldn't get more time off work. She said I cared more about work than her. I said that's not fair. She said a lot of things aren't fair, like her funding her own vacation because I'm too cheap to treat her properly. There it was. Funding her own vacation. This was her vacation. I was the wallet. I almost canceled then. Almost. But the trip was paid for, flights non-refundable, hotel prepaid. I'd lose everything, so I figured I'd go, have whatever vacation I could, then end things when we got back. Day of the flight, 3 weeks ago now, we met at the airport. I'd flown plenty, knew the drill. Check-in, security, gate, easy. Rachel was in a weird mood, giddy, extra affectionate, should have known something was up. We checked our bags, I'd booked economy. I'm not flying first class to Europe on a vacation I already didn't want to pay for. Rachel knew this. We discussed it. She said she was fine with economy. Lied, obviously. We went through security separately, different lines. Met at the gate. She was on her phone. Smiling, texting someone. Who? Her friend Casey. Okay. Didn't think much of it. Boarding started. Group 1. Business and first class. Rachel stood up. I looked at her. We're not boarding yet. She smiled. I upgraded. What? I upgraded my seat. To first class. How? Don't worry about it. Rachel, how? I used your card, the one you gave me for emergencies. I had given her my credit card number once. Her car broke down, needed a tow. She was an hour away. I gave her my card over the phone to pay the tow company. Told her to delete it after. She said she did. She didn't. You what? I used your card. Just for the upgrade. It's only like $600. You'll barely notice. I stared at her. People were boarding. She was in line. You're kidding. No. Why would I be? We're on vacation. I deserve to be comfortable. You can sit and coach. I'll see you in Barcelona. She walked away. Boarded the plane. Left me standing there. I sat down, pulled out my phone, logged into my credit card account. Sure enough, charge from the airline. $673. Posted 20 minutes ago. While we were in the airport, she'd upgraded herself and said nothing until it was done. I sat there for 10 minutes. Boarding continued. Group 2, 3, 4. Finally my group. I walked onto the plane, passed through first class. Saw her. Seat 2A, champagne already in hand. She saw me. Smiled, wiggled her fingers, little wave. Enjoy coach, babe. I kept walking. Found my seat. 34B. Middle seat. Between a guy who smelled like onions and a lady with a screaming toddler. Perfect. 7-hour flight. I had 7 hours to think. Here's what I thought about. 8 months of paying for everything. Her never offering. Her calling me cheap when I hesitated. Her crying to manipulate me. Her cold shoulder routine when she didn't get her way. The Instagram posts taking credit for my money. This trip I didn't want to take. And now this. Stealing my card information. Spending my money without asking. Abandoning me to sit in first class alone. Not a partner, a leech. 2 hours into the flight, I made a decision. Pulled up my phone, used the Wi-Fi I'd paid $8 for, logged into the airline website, found our reservation. 2 tickets, outbound, Barcelona to home city 5 days from now. I canceled her return ticket, just hers. Mine stayed active. Cancellation fee was $200. Didn't care. Worth it. Her ticket canceled. Refund would hit my card in 5 to 7 days. Then I opened my credit card app, reported the $673 charge as unauthorized. Explained I'd given my card info for a one-time emergency. The cardholder used it without permission for a personal upgrade. Fraud dispute filed. They said they'd investigate, likely would rule in my favor, credit me back within 10 business days. Then I blocked her number, blocked her on every social media. Instagram, Facebook, all of it. Blocked her friend Casey too, anyone who might try to contact me on her behalf. Then I messaged my buddy Jake. Hey, if Rachel tries to contact you or anyone else to get to me, tell her not to bother. We're done. He responded immediately. What happened? I'll tell you later. Just don't help her with anything. He said understood. I sat back, watched a movie, ate the sad sandwich they gave me. Felt calm, felt good actually. Landed in Barcelona 7 hours later. She was at baggage claim, saw me, smiled. Wasn't that flight amazing? First class is so worth it. You should have upgraded too. I said nothing, grabbed my bag, started walking. She followed. Ethan, you okay? You seem mad. Still nothing. Ethan, come on. Don't be a baby. It's just money. My money. That she stole. We took a cab to the hotel. Separate bookings, but I'd coordinated arrival times when I thought we were actually a couple. Check-in was easy. I got my room key. She got hers. Rooms on different floors. Thank God. She wanted to get dinner. I told her I was tired. Going to sleep. She pouted. Fine. Be boring. See you tomorrow. Went to her room. I went to mine. Ordered room service. Ate on the balcony. Watched the city. Felt free. Next morning, day 1 in Barcelona, she texted me. Brunch, I didn't respond. She called. My phone rang even though I'd blocked her. International calls must bypass the block somehow. I didn't answer. She left a voicemail. You're really going to ignore me the whole trip? Mature. I left the hotel. Spent the day alone. Hit the Sagrada Familia. Parked well. Walked Las Ramblas. Got lunch at a place Anthony Bourdain recommended once. It was great. No complaints about the menu, no demands to go somewhere pricier. Just me in Barcelona. Sagrada Familia blew my mind. I'm not religious, but that building, the way light came through the stained glass, the columns that look like trees. I stood there for an hour, just looking, taking it in, no one rushing me, no one saying they were bored and wanted to leave, just me and architecture. Parkwell was packed with tourists, but I didn't care. Walked the whole thing, the mosaic benches, the dragon fountain, the view of the city from the top, sat on a bench, ate gelato, watched people, couples taking selfies, families with kids, solo travelers like me, everyone just existing. It was peaceful. Lunch was at this tiny place in Elborn, hole in the wall, 6 tables. The owner didn't speak English. I pointed at what someone else was eating. He brought it out. Some kind of fish stew, crusty bread, local wine, cost me €12. Best meal of the trip. No performance. No photos. Just food. She texted throughout the day. Where are you? Why are you ignoring me? This is ridiculous. We're supposed to be on vacation together. By evening, she was angry. You're being an asshole. I get you're mad about the upgrade, but get over it. It's done. I didn't respond to any of it. Day 2, same thing. Ignored her. Explored the city, hit museums, had tapas, drank vermouth, lived my life. She kept texting, angrier each time. Fine. Be a child. I'll enjoy Barcelona without you. Good luck with that. Using what money, I thought. Day 3, she figured out something was wrong. Got a text. Why did the hotel just try to charge my card for room service? Apparently they batched the charges. I have your card on file for everything. Hotel told me the card was declined for my charges. What's going on? See, I'd paid for her hotel room up front, but incidentals, room service, minibar, those charged to a card on file. She'd given them my card when she checked in. I'd called the hotel day 1. Told them to remove my card from her reservation. Any charges, they could take to her own card. They said no problem. Must have taken them until day 3 to actually run the charges. Her card got declined apparently. She had no money. I didn't respond. Another text an hour later. Ethan, seriously, something's wrong with my card. Can you come fix this? No response. Then, I know you're seeing these. Stop being petty. This isn't funny. Day 4, one day before our scheduled return flight. She'd been quiet all morning. Then a call. I answered this time. Wanted to hear this. Where have you been? Enjoying Barcelona. Without you on purpose or on purpose. You're serious right now. Very. After everything I do for you. What do you do for me, Rachel? I'm with you, aren't I? That's what you do. Exist and look pretty? I take care of myself, I work, I pay my bills. You're arm candy who spends my money. She lost it. Screaming through the phone, I knew you were just a selfish asshole, using me, leading me on. You begged me to come on this trip. I told you Barcelona multiple times. You pushed, and you stole my credit card information to upgrade yourself to first class. That was for both of us. You wouldn't upgrade. So what you steal from me, it's not stealing. We're together. Yeah, we were, we're done. I'm done. This trip is over. For you anyway. What does that mean? Check your return flight. What did you do? I canceled your ticket. You what? Day of our outbound flight, while I was sitting in 34B next to a screaming toddler. You canceled my flight home? Your flight home. Mine's still active. I leave tomorrow. You're insane. You're broke. In a foreign country, with no return flight. Good luck. I hung up, blocked the number again. Knew it probably wouldn't stop her from calling, but I did it anyway. She tried calling 20 more times, all blocked. Texts came through on some app that bypassed the block. WhatsApp maybe. They were frantic. You can't do this. I'm stranded. I have no money. You have to fix this. I don't have to do anything. Please. I'm sorry. I'll pay you back. No, you won't. Ethan, please. We can talk about this. Nothing to talk about. I'm begging you. Beg someone else. Then Casey started texting from a different number than the one I'd blocked. Ethan, this is Casey. Rachel's freaking out. You need to help her. No, I don't. She's stuck in Spain with no way home. And? That's dangerous. So she should have thought about that before stealing from me. You're really gonna leave her there? Yep. That's messed up. So is fraud. Figure it out yourselves. I blocked that number too. Day 5. My flight home. I checked out of the hotel, grabbed breakfast, took my time. Flight wasn't until evening. I did one last walk through the Gothic Quarter, bought some gifts for Jake and a few other friends. Sat at a cafe, had cortado, read a book, got a text from an unknown number. This is Rachel. I'm at the American consulate. They said you're my emergency contact. You need to wire me money for a flight home. I deleted it, didn't respond. Another unknown number an hour later. It's me again, please. I'm scared. The consulate can only do so much. I need money for a ticket. My parents won't help. My cards are maxed. Please. Deleted. A third number. Fine. Don't help. But know you're leaving me in a dangerous situation. Anything that happens is on you. I responded to that one. You put yourself there. Own it. I went to the airport, checked in, went through security, sat at the gate, boarded, got in my seat. Same middle seat, 34B. Didn't care. I was going home. She wasn't. Flight was fine. Landed. Got my bag. Went home. Unpacked. Slept in my own bed. Woke up the next day and went to work. Life continued. Week later I heard through Jake that Rachel made it home. Eventually, she'd called every friend, every family member. Her parents finally caved. Wired her money for a flight, but they booked her on the cheapest option. Multiple layovers. Took her 2 days to get home. She'd had to sleep in the London Heathrow airport for 12 hours during a layover. Jake said she was furious, broke, embarrassed, telling everyone I was abusive and controlling. Jake asked what really happened. I told him everything. The 8 months of pain, the manipulation, the stolen card, the upgrade. He laughed, said I should have done it sooner. I agreed. Got a letter in the mail 10 days after I got back from Rachel's parents, demanding I reimburse them for the flight they bought her, $1,200. Said I'd acted irresponsibly and put their daughter in danger. They expected payment within 30 days or they'd pursue legal action. I didn't respond. Consulted a lawyer just in case. He laughed too. They have no case. She's an adult. You're not married. You didn't maroon her. She had options. She chose to use your card without permission. That's theft. They can't sue you for refusing to fix her mistakes. Send me the letter. I'll keep it on file. If they actually file, we'll deal with it. They won't. He was right. Never heard from them again. Credit card company ruled in my favor on the dispute. Credited me the $673. Fraud confirmed. I should have reported her to the police, honestly. Didn't. Just wanted her gone. Rachel tried to contact me a few more times. Different numbers, emails, even showed up at my work once. Security escorted her out. I'd warned them she might try. They were ready. She screamed at me from the parking lot. You ruined my life. You owe me. I said nothing. Went back inside. Never saw her again. Month later, mutual friend told me Rachel was dating some new guy. Some finance bro with money. Apparently she told him I was crazy, jealous, possessive, wouldn't let her have any freedom. He believed her. For now, give it a few months. He'll learn. I started dating someone new about 2 months after Barcelona. Met her at a gym. She's a nurse, works hard, pays for herself. Insists on splitting everything, refuses to let me pay all the time, says she's not a charity case. Refreshing doesn't begin to cover it. First date, coffee. Check came. She grabbed it. I said I got it. She said no, we're splitting. Insisted. We split it. $3.20 each. She pulled out exact change. That small gesture meant everything. Showed me she wasn't looking for a provider, just a partner. Second date, dinner, mid-range place, nothing fancy. She suggested it, said she'd heard good things. We ate, talked, laughed. Check came. She didn't look at me, didn't wait for me to reach. Just pulled out her card. I said, let me get this one. She said, okay, but I'm getting the next one. And she did. Next date, she paid. Whole thing. Wouldn't let me contribute. Said it was her turn. That's how it should work. Back and forth. Equal effort. Not one person funding everything while the other takes and takes and takes. We took a weekend trip last month. She booked her own flight, her own hotel room. We met up when we got there. Spent the days together. Nights separate until we were ready for that step. She didn't expect me to fund her vacation. Didn't pout when I suggested a mid-range hotel instead of luxury. Didn't call me cheap. Didn't steal my credit card. Bare minimum? Maybe. But after Rachel, bare minimum feels like a miracle. Looking back, I should have ended it at month 3. When she first called me cheap, that was the sign. But you ignore signs when you don't want to see them. When someone's pretty and fun and good in bed, You overlook things. Convince yourself it's not that bad. It's just money. You can afford it. She's worth it. She wasn't worth it. The money wasn't the point. It was the entitlement, the expectation that I existed to fund her lifestyle. That my wallet was hers. That my hard work meant her easy life. That's not a relationship. That's a transaction. And I'm not for sale. Barcelona was the best money I ever spent. Not because of the trip, because it showed me exactly who she was. And it gave me the perfect setup to walk away clean. She screwed herself. I just let her. People say I went too far. Leaving her stranded was cruel. Maybe. But she made choices. She stole my card info. She spent my money without asking. She treated me like garbage and expected me to smile and pay for it. Actions have consequences. Hers caught up with her in Spain. I don't feel guilty, not even a little. She's alive. She made it home. She's fine. Just broke and embarrassed. She'll recover. She'll find another guy to leech off. And maybe she'll think twice before stealing from him. Probably not. But that's his problem. Me? I'm good. Better than good. I'm free. Free from the constant drain on my wallet and my patience. Free from someone who saw me as a resource instead of a person. Free from the manipulation and the guilt trips and the pouting. Worth every penny of those canceled tickets. Rachel texted me one final time about 3 months ago. Different number again. I miss you. Can we talk? I responded. No. She said, I've changed. I'm in therapy. Working on myself. I want to make things right. I said, good for you. Do it for the next guy. She said, there's no one else like you. I said, I know. That's why you're texting. Blocked the number. Haven't heard from her since. Don't expect to. And if I do, block and move on. Simple. That's it. That's the story. Girl used me for money, stole from me one too many times, got left in Spain with no way home, had to beg her parents for help. I went home, got my money back, and started dating someone who treats me like a person. No regrets, not one. She wanted first class. She got first class. For 7 hours. Then she got reality. And reality doesn't serve champagne. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting someone deal with the mess they made. I didn't strand her. She stranded herself. I just stopped cleaning up after her. And honestly, sitting in that middle seat in economy, watching her live it up in first class on my dime, that was the moment I realized I was done being used. Some people need a wake-up call. Hers came at baggage claim in Barcelona when she realized I wasn't going to keep funding her life. Life's too short to be someone's ATM. Learned that lesson. Won't forget it. Here's what I wish someone had told me at month 1. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Rachel showed me she was a user from the start. Never paid. Never offered. Always expected. I ignored it, made excuses. She makes less. She had a hard childhood. She's just used to being taken care of. All garbage. Adults pay their own way. Adults contribute. Adults don't steal credit card information and commit fraud. I stayed because she was pretty. Because the physical part was good. Because my friends thought she was cool. Shallow reasons. Stupid reasons. But reasons that kept me around 8 months longer than I should have been there. The Barcelona thing was a gift. Sounds weird, but it was. She forced my hand. Made it so clear what she was that I couldn't ignore it anymore. If she'd been smarter, kept her theft subtle, I might have stayed another year. 2 years. Maybe even married her. Dodged a bullet doesn't cover it. Dodged a missile. Now I know what to look for. Red flags I'll never ignore again. Someone who doesn't offer to pay. Ever. Someone who pouts when you suggest cheaper options. Someone who uses words like cheap to manipulate you. Someone who posts your money on social media like it's theirs. Someone who keeps financial score but only counts what you haven't given them. Never what they haven't contributed. Those people exist. Plenty of them. They're looking for someone to use. Don't be that someone.